And Jared, the thing about Jared Goff, and I know people spend a lot of time talking about Stafford, and I kind of asked John that question too about how big of a game this is for Jared. And I do think it's equally a big game for both. I think it's more so for Jared because of the stakes, because of Stafford already got a Super Bowl, so if they lose, it is what it is. Still a lot of pressure on him, but for Jared, I will say this. I'm glad you have a quarterback with his experience. He's won a lot of playoff games. He's been in these type of environments. He's played in NFC Championship games. He's played in a Super Bowl. If you could pick anybody at this time, a guy like Jared Goff, it is perfect that you have him leading this team on Sunday. It's perfect.
How big is it for Jared Goff in this game? Massive.
It is, though.
I cannot even overstate it enough because here's the thing. Jared Goff is a guy who has done a lot of good things in Detroit these last couple of seasons. And even at the end of his first season when they kind of started the turnaround that has been continued on to now, the reality is that I think most people before the season started, and I think a lot of people right now would say the minimum for a successful season is win the division and one home playoff win. And the thing about Jared Goff, too, is, and I know this is something that me and our old comrade Lucas Klotz used to argue about a lot, is what is the definition of dog? Is it something that you can necessarily quantify? But in this situation, if Jared Goff uses the chip on his shoulder that hopefully he still has, that hopefully, and I believe it has carried him through his time in Detroit, and has that extra motivation to play his best against his ex, basically, that seemingly moved on and did better than they ever did without him than with him, that would show me a lot about Jared Goff. It would show me a lot if he could play in this game without his number one tight end, Sam Laporta. We don't know for sure if he's not going to play or not, but if he's able to win this game and play well without everything around him perfect, that would be I think that would change a lot of hearts, or at least make people more open to changing their hearts about Jared Goff, because right now we have to just get behind him 110%, because at the end of the day, if he were to help deliver the Lions some playoff success, the type of playoff success that us Lions fans have never experienced, then there is a pathway for him to being the guy. There is a pathway to maybe even at some point talking about an extension. But right now, what can be accomplished this season is all that we should really be thinking about. And if if they win their first playoff game and things around them kind of fall into place, the sky really could be the limit. So for Jared Goff, the amount of legacy changing in the positive way that can be done, I think cannot be overstated. But at the same time, if he plays poorly and the Lions lose, then there's really nothing you can say other than, damn, a lot of these people who had some questions were right. But I don't think he will. I do think the Lions will win. I do think Jared Goff will play well, but it really has kind of been a little too under the radar, I think, what this could mean for Jared Goff as opposed to Stafford.